Your Worship, esteemed counselors, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It gives me great pleasure as Poet Laureate of the City to participate in the Council's celebration of April as National Poetry Month. Indeed, every month is Poetry Month, but putting a spotlight on this most ancient of the verbal arts can remind us of the ways it nourishes and renews us and attunes us to the music and play of language. At each of the City Hall meetings in April, you will hear one of the city's poets. On April 11th, Matthew Hollett will take you on a ramble along the North Head Trail on Signal Hill. On April 19th, Alison Dyer will invoke the spirit of the Grach and Kampf, the small corner stores of St. John's. And on April 25th, Sharon King Campbell will read a poem reminding us of the mystery and sometimes the raging power of the watery places of the city. These video poems can later be heard and seen on the city's YouTube channel. You may also hear more poems by these authors in the coming months on my poetry podcast, Flahulik, wherever you get your podcasts, as they say. All of the poems read during the City Hall April series explore in some way the subject which the League of Canadian Poets has chosen to foreground in its 2022 celebration of poetry: intimacy. Closeness and connection are affirmed in all of these poems. The piece I'll read now tries to capture a moment of transformation in which divisions and distances of all sorts, divisions between species, between adults and children in their capacity for wonder, between eons of time past and the fleeting instant now. All such divisions vanish, giving way to a moment of pure oneness. This is one of the few truly tranquil poems I have ever written, and I read it now in the hope that it may be your good fortune to find such moments despite the turbulence of our time. The poem is called Ellen and the Cows. It is, as they say, a true story. In line 2, there's a blue vein. The blue vein alludes to the soft, vivid blue to be found in certain medieval and Renaissance paintings of Mary and the Christ child. The color of blueberries it is. Ellen and the Cows. Con Costigan's hill is fat with berries, blue as that vein on the Madonna's breast. Ellen is 4 and not yet a hoarder, filling her mouth and sometimes her mug. From patch to patch she flits, herself a creature of summer. She meanders down to the base of the hill, the silvery railings. 2 cows sit ceramic in the meadow beyond. Ellen starts to sing. The valley cradles the bell-clear notes. The cows look up from the hollows. A sturdy red heifer, her black and white crony. Up they lumber, edge closer and closer. The notes float out on the blue summer air. Time stills. The song goes on and on. Ellen sings the cows to her. The song soars up, out from her to the cows. Between the two species, a thin line of beauty. The cows stand at the fence, muzzles well over. The song is an epic, lines about ships, love, meadows, and journeys. And she has her refrain, "If I were a cow." The phrase comes again and again, laden with yearning, with oneness. If I were a cow. The pickers have filled bowls blue to the brim. The sun turns the western crest red. Still the humans and cows stand, tranced in the deep trance of music, while Ellen sings on to the cows. Thank you for your attention, and again, my thanks to the city for its support of poetry and poets. Next week, Matthew Hollett will take you onto the North Head Trail.